Do you see that cloud over there? A very high cumulonimbus cloud, which is about to burst out. Downpours, lightning, and I feel like that's cloud also. Momently, I'm a bit emotional past weeks because there are a few things which are, in my opinion, pretty important to pass for, and that's one of them is passing for my driving license, and the second one is the ceremony, which I find pretty exciting. There's a lot of tension I feel for that ceremony, and also for another project I'm involved in momently, which I also want to quickly be successful, but it's not possible. I have to be patient. But still, that urge to do things fast-paced, is it's conditioned, I guess. I want that. I want things to go quickly, rapidly. But I have to be patient, and if I look at this water, for example, I see beautiful clouds. I see nature does things by itself. It just streams, water streams. It doesn't force anything, but it accomplishes everything. Principle of Wu Wei, a Taoist principle. I try to implement it, but when I try to implement Wu Wei in my daily life, I force. When I try to implement it, it's not streaming, it's not flowing by itself. Then I'm try-harding as well. It's all about letting go. It's all about letting things go. And that's what I really want to learn, because I'm pretty bad at it, in my opinion. I really want to control a lot of stuff. I want to control things which might happen in the future. I want to control certain outcomes in my life. When I'm really inclined to control certain outcomes in my life, I shift to rapid decisions and a rapid lifestyle. To hustle a lot. Alright, if I hustle a lot right now, then I will accomplish a lot. So I have a lot of control over that one thing I want to accomplish. It's not really a problem, but it's something to be aware of, to work on. I'm in control over my life, but I'm still not in control over my life. Why? Because you cannot control life, and that's I must be aware of. I must be aware of the fact that I cannot control everything. So what to do about when you want to control certain outcomes in your life? The only solution for that is letting go. But how do you let go? You cannot rationally do that. You cannot let go by logos. You can try, but when you try, you cannot solve it, you make it worse. When you try, you are actually grabbing more control over that certain thing you want to get control over. So how do you let go then? The only way is you must have the feeling of letting go of that one certain thing. And you can get that feeling by watching certain videos about which mitigate certain feelings. You can use certain principles of certain philosophies, and yeah, that's the only way you can accomplish letting go. A few years ago, I think 1 year ago or something, I learned certain principles which I implemented a few times, but I think I now really understand those principles better. Not just by theory, but by experience, which are memento mori, to contemplate death, and amor fati, which are both Stoic principles. And in my opinion, Stoicism is a very good philosophy to deal with certain aspects in life. And when you also try to implement both of those principles, memento mori as well as amor fati, you also have to do it, you also have to let go. And again, by not rationalizing it, So now I have a few things ahead of me which are pretty challenging, which I really want to get control over. I really want to pass my driving test. I want it so much that I make a lot of faults. During my last driving lesson, I made a lot of faults which I usually don't make that much. That's purely because I want to get control over it. Then I was journaling. This is actually a live journaling session. I'm just a bit journaling, you know, but then in video format. Hopefully you like it. Yeah, but I was journaling. I used to be journaling a few weeks ago, and I encountered the principle of Amor Fati again, to embrace faith, whatever happens. So I was thinking like, hey, if I pass my driving test, then it's meant to be. And if I fail my driving test, then it's meant to be. Everything happens for a reason. Everything is just change. So if I try to do my best, I really do my best. If I really put in the full effort, then I can be proud of myself, even though I fail for my driving license test. I feel a lot of tension, a lot of excitement, but you can also see it as if I failed for this driving test, then it's meant to be. And why is it meant to be? Well, maybe for a good reason. Maybe the universe wants me to teach a lesson, which I now don't know about, but in the future I will be aware of it. I will be teach that lesson. And that frustrates me in a way, but it also relieves a lot of internal tension. It's meant to be. Whatever happens, I do my best, and that's all. I cannot do more than trying to do my best. That's all I can do. But yeah, your ego wants to have control over things, which is all caused by your ego, of course. And that can have negative influences on the result. But it could go a few ways, right? Like, all right, if I am not that much stressed during the driving test, then it's meant to be. But if I'm really stressed during that test, then it's meant to be. And if I let go during that driving test or before doing that driving test, then I learned a lesson. And maybe I have to learn, I have to experience certain situations to learn the lesson, to let go on certain moments many times before I really will be taught by nature, by the universe, whatever you want to call it, by life, to let go. Hopefully you can follow me. It's a bit of an abstract video. So I'm really nervous, and that nervousness won't get away. It's normal to feel this nervous. So I have to, do you hear me? I have to accept. No, I don't have to accept. I may accept. I'm allowing myself to accept that I am feeling nervous and that those feelings are normal. But you have to be stoic and you don't have to no, it's I am allowing myself to feel nervous. I'm allowing myself to have some certain amount of tension. And when I fail, it's meant to be. When I pass, it's meant to be. That also counts for that ceremony I go to. I'm so scared, but I'm honest to myself, I feel scared. But also for that one thing counts, Amor Fati, embrace faith. Faith, your faith is meant to be. It goes a certain way, maybe predetermined or not, doesn't matter. But it goes, your life goes in a certain way, and I have to accept during those stressful periods where you are nervous, when you are nervous, that it is meant to be. I'm just going to do that And whatever happens, I'm still alive, I'm still healthy, there's no problem. Earth doesn't collapse or anything. There won't be an apocalypse or anything when I film a driving test or do that ceremony or that project I do fails. I'm still healthy, I'm still having a roof above my head, I still have food, I still have water, I still have family who cares about me, I still have those things which I must be grateful for, and I am. But during those nervous periods, I only see the bad things, I only see the negative things. And I have to journal a lot to get those stupid ass thoughts out of my mind and to embrace faith, to amor fati. What does it actually matter? Why do I actually worry about those things? You know, this is therapy. Now I feel not much tension. I don't feel that much nervousness. Before I recorded this video, before I started this video, I felt a lot of nervousness, but this really helps. So if you have lots of nervousness inside you, journal in video form or just writing it down in your journal. It helps, and I think I have to do this every day. And even though I have to do this every day, I am allowing myself to do this every day, I don't have to do anything, then it's all right. You see, if I go into nature, everything is accomplished by not forcing anything. And we in the Western world, in the Western society, we really want to try to do our best to have so much control over every aspect. And I'm trying to adopt certain Stoic as well as Taoist and as well as other Eastern philosophical aspects to not worry that much, to just go with the flow. And that even though I am very future oriented, still in the present moment I can be happy. I can be happy on the most weirdest places. Happiness is just a feeling, momentary feeling which comes and goes, which is not the goal of life. Because if you are chasing happiness, then you will not be happy for the rest of your life, I guess. Therefore, goals are very good tools to use to give life meaning. I already made a video about goals. If you didn't watch that video, I recommend it. If you want to set goals, wish me luck. Thank you. Thank you guys.